Hello, and welcome to the stream. My name is JD Grauspitz, lead singer and streaming talent of Malignant Bear, and we are live tonight with something a little different. We're still counting this as a horror game for October, or Spooktober, or whatever hashtag you want to use. We're terrible at hashtags, but this is a little different. We're playing Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. So Hellblade is probably the most realistic of these scary games we're going to play, because obviously we played Bioshock, and that's not real. People know Ayn Rand was a hack. System Shock is only real if Elon Musk gets what he wants, and of course with the Lighthouse game, lighthouses don't exist anymore, so again, not realistic fears. Hellblade deals with serious mental fears in terms of psychosis and hallucinations and things. So this is a more sort of, obviously you're probably not going to see the things that Senua does in the game, but it's a little more grounded than any of those things. So we'll see how this goes. I mentioned in the description that we've played quite a few award-winning games on stream. The very first game we streamed, Half-Life 2, cleaned up the awards when it first came out. This might be the most critically praised game that we have played on stream. Hellblade won pretty much every award possible when it came out, and the year afterwards too, both gaming and non-gaming, just because of how sort of visceral it is. The crux of the game is the audio. So we're going to see how that turns out on stream. I'm hoping it'll capture well. It's one of those things where it came out fine in test footage, but it depends on what YouTube's going to do to it compression-wise. So I have never played this before. I've been waiting for a good chance to, and I figured 5 years later, why not? So yeah, the other day was Leif Erikson Day, and also Mental Health Day. So just so happened, obviously those pass around the same time every year, but reminded me that I should probably play this. I can't even talk tonight. I'm so excited to finally get to play this. So we'll see how this goes. Without any further rambling or anything else, let's jump into Hellblade. So again, playing the Steam copy of this game with an Xbox One controller. I'm playing with combat on easy because I heard the combat in this game is not particularly good, and I don't feel like suffering through that if it's not good. I've mentioned many times in the past that Neo 2 absolutely ruined me as far as action combat is concerned. So I'm more apt to just put games on the easiest setting if I know that they're not going to have good combat now because of that. I have the master turned down a little bit. I have the focus on voices and the music. This game is also critically praised for its music. Why can I not talk? I have subtitles on. Curious to see what it's going to pick up. But here we go. I know next to nothing about this game other than, again, the fact that it absolutely cleaned up at awards. So, including lots and lots of BAFTAs, which is a big deal.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
It's very quiet.
What's happening? It's breathing. The head. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. The head. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she feel you coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead.
I can feel you coming.
Quiet.
of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Maybe I'll turn it up a little bit? Or all the way? I don't... It's at 100 and it's still very quiet. I'm a little disappointed with that. And I have it set to just regular in OBS. Obviously it has subtitles for Senua's main internal dialogue. But, not for the other voices.
Look, up ahead. You see it too?
You promised you gave me.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's there. They're here.
Can you see them? I can see it.
Look around and you will see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
You see them?
This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
Purposely being very quiet during this section, if it wasn't obvious.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
She can't hear me.
A good thing none of those dead bodies had genitalia. This would be just be canceled already. Or, not canceled, I guess, banned off YouTube.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
With the fourth wall break already. Okay. Now we get to play. Oh, I lied. That dead body has a butt. Shadow ban incoming.
Look really clearly.
Focus, Senua.
Focus. Focus and you'll see. What happens if you...
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Okay. So we apparently did that already. That's we're in Helheim. Or at least that was what the beginning of the game told us. Although who can believe any of that? There was no tutorial for what I was supposed to do there, which was a little odd.
They're coming. You can't do it. They're coming now. They're coming. I'm just scared.
The darkness is coming. It yearns for life. Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on a hunt. But she's not stopping. Not this time.
There is so much happening with the audio of this game. Oh my god. I really hope it's capturing on stream.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
You see it?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you? I hear you.
He's there, you know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim,
You'll never find him.
They're calling
and the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
I think some odd frame rate stutters and drops. It's not dropping any frames according to OBS, but it's definitely stuttering a little bit.
Why is she doing this?
Why doesn't she turn back?
She's doing this for him.
He's already dead.
He's dead. But his soul
Is in Helheim.
His soul still lives. She needs to save his soul.
She wants his soul to be at peace.
She needs to lay him to rest. He's already dead.
She can save him.
There's nothing she can do. She thinks she's going
Pretty
to
spooky place. I don't know.
She'll never make it to Helheim.
She can't.
Boy,
To
those
Helheim.
sun rays though. Nice.
I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
Oh, I can sprint. Oh my goodness. I don't know why this game doesn't have a tutorial, especially considering that this was, you know, played by lots of non-gamers.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanna. The Northmen speak of 9 worlds.
Restarted for some reason.
The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
Boy, platforming. Let's see.
Fool. Are you scared?
You should be scared.
Game looks pretty good though, we'll give it that. Certainly taxing my system. It's struggling to stay at 90.
What's down there?
So brave. Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
Eight.
He's going to hurt you.
It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen.
Where is he?
The bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory.
Drew? Is that you?
Around you now.
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool. Truth is my truth.
It's good to see you again.
The mouth syncing on him is insane. There's no way that's an in-game model. That has to just be like a video overlaid in this.
My stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind.
The letter M.
Find one like it to open the gate.
Why aren't you focused? Take a closer look.
You're talking about right there? I don't get it. What am I...
It's the secret.
Is it that? Is it that?
Look for it.
It's near. Look towards the gate. And the gate will open.
I don't get it. Did I do it? It's all blue now, that must be good.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It worked!
We did it, first puzzle down.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell. But I watched the Northmen. Learned their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
This game is super atmospheric. This is crazy. Again, I hope the audio is picking up properly.
She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
Oh, this looks totally safe. It's OSHA certified and everything.
I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip.
I don't know if I had control there or not. Did I just die already? I did. Okay. I don't know what I was supposed to do.
You can't fall. If you fall, you will die.
Yes, voice is very helpful. I figured that part out already. I don't know what I did different that time. It worked that time though.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed. And with her, you must bargain.
I'm sure that'll go well. So our character is a Pict, one of the Scottish peoples. Based on the beginning, it says that we lived on the Orkney Isles, which are the northwestern corner of Scotland. I think, right? Or is it the northeastern? I can't remember. Somewhere up there. Achievement, the fight begins. I wonder if I'm gonna fight things now.
Stay back.
Look at it.
You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here.
Uh-oh. So yes, Hela and Odin's 8-legged horse are siblings. I mean everybody in mythology is related, so...
You took him from me.
She addressing me, the player?
I beg you. Let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
So I know they had an actual actress play this character, and they obviously did full motion capture. Wow, this went south very quickly on us.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
All right.
End it.
It's like auto-locking me on targets. It's kind of weird. Ooh. I don't know where my health bar is. Do I just not have one? No.
You can do this. Take it. Go again.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Behind you. Behind you.
What am I supposed to do? Oh my god. uh...
Behind you.
Was I supposed to die there, I guess? I don't understand. Creepy. That's cool though.
A vision
Walked it off.
of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her.
Don't scratch at it, you're gonna make it worse.
All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Boy, it is really lagging. I don't know what the problem is there. This is just one of those games that OBS doesn't like, I think. Dark rot will grow each time you fall. Boy. I like that it gave me subtitles for the text that was gigantic on the screen. Thanks, game. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So if you suck at the game, you just can't progress at all. That's intense.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
We're gonna get the title drop. Is that what's coming here? 30 minutes in.
He's not right.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Seems like a lot of work. Can we just climb over or something? It's not that high.
It won't open.
How will she get through?
Why won't it open?
Why can't she open it? She needs to challenge the gods.
She has to fight two gods first.
Two gods?
Two gates.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power
So
of the
left or
darkness
right
gave life
first?
to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow whose milk fed the giant.
Valravan, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains.
This game is incredibly cinematic.
Follow the path to Valravan.
Just
and
no
defeat him
UI
back
to
to
speak
Verna's
of. It's
mark.
just you're in
The
it.
gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
I can see why this was so award-winning, especially for non-gamers, because it's very much just like an interactive movie almost. Frame rate seems fine now. I just didn't like that cutscene for whatever reason. I don't know. That's weird. Is there secrets over there? It's a good thing this isn't a Ubisoft game, right? I have to collect hundreds of dumb things. Secrets.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice, Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
This game's got the deepest lore. It's not even a button to parkour, it just does it for you. So we go there? No. It's too easy. It's this other stuff. Climb up there? No.
You need to focus. Focus.
What's that?
It's a wall. It's a door.
No, it's a bridge.
No, it's not. Push it. Push it. Push it.
What do you think will happen?
Come on. Come on. She did it. Did it.
We did it! I assume I'm supposed to look at something. The door? Oh, I screwed up. I see now. I was supposed to look at the door first, and then come up here and make the rune that's the picture of the door. Okay, so we gotta Now we know we gotta look at doors first.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
So the thing that I figured out already. It's gonna be this.
Look, something's different. Rooms, chain, what's different? Can you see it? She can't see it. Why can't she see it?
Jump down, come on.
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? But once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Who built all this stuff?
Senua never could close her eyes, however hard she tried. Begged.
This is just insanely atmospheric.
You're in danger.
Spooky. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go?
You're in danger. Be afraid. You should. What is it?
Which of the voices in my head do I listen to for this? And none of them are particularly helpful.
This is the price she pays for seeing things differently.
It's an awful lot of dead bodies over here.
Endless darkness. All that lurks within it can see you too.
But I have to fight things. Come on.
They're overwhelming. Surrounding you. He's come to lose. He's gone! Yes!
Ooh, look at those moves.
Do it! You're close! Here.
She's got style. You can't taunt me. Fool.
The Northmen will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Why are the dead bodies so low res compared to everything else? I can already see that this is going to be a make the picture kind of puzzle. Let's get up there and position the camera just right. Alright.
Valravn's power of
So it
illusion
looks like
comes
that.
from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Like
Show
that?
what you have seen, truth.
Look how much it's changed. It's all different.
Nothing's changed. I need to get up there so I can actually see the thing. Which they can go back here. No. Up here, maybe.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
I'm close. Some weird looking ravens. How do I... Or is it this? This seems like it's important. Oh. That wasn't there before. That's a cool effect. Okay, so this is what I thought it was going to be at the start, was that I had to get up here and then look at things.
Something's shifted. Something's happened. Something huge shifted.
Can't jump down. What's that?
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching.
Okay, so I need to look at the door first to verify that it is that symbol again, and then make the symbol with all the stuff that's around.
Another gate.
Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. You have to open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to
To
them.
break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
How do I get up there?
What does it mean?
Which ravens?
Where are they?
Can't you see them? She can't see them.
Look around. Look around. Try to find.
Line up the ravens.
Like, I need to look at this first to unlock this. So I need a way to get up there. It's something with this. This was important last time.
Shh. What is it?
I hear something.
If you hear the song of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
Seems important.
The song. Valravan's song. Listen, focus, listen. You need to focus. Focus.
Song's a certified club banger. Could hear it over there, but I don't know how to get to over there. Oh, wait, I saw it. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Challenge me!
Don't know that we need to fight that guy yet. Seems like it might be a little premature. We talk it out first?
Go to him.
He's gone.
He disappeared.
Where did he go?
You lost him.
Where is he?
Where did he go?
It's all your fault.
There now. This is so cool. I don't have a lot of commentary on this because I'm just kind of taking it all in. This isn't like the Lighthouse game where it's
Fight me!
you know, easy to kind of like joke about and stuff. Lighthouse game was good though, I like that.
Is she lost? Wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt. Some, like Truth, become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
If I go up there, he's gonna disappear again though.
She can get up now. She can get up now.
What's happening? She can get up now.
How can she get out?
It must be magic.
Dark magic. A trick.
Valravan's tricking her.
Raven. How can she get out?
Bait.
It's him.
Dark
Okay, so
magic
it's there
draws
now
her
for
closer.
real,
Valravan's magic.
I think.
He's helping her. It's not him.
It's a trick.
She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic.
It's an illusion.
Oh, it's like Dark Souls. There's shortcuts. Dark Souls invented shortcuts. Oh, that train is in real life. Okay. For a second, I was like, man, this game got real weird. But it's apparently a train somewhere nearby. It's quite loud. So much chromatic aberration.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Valravan, he's there. She can't go in. Has to find another route.
There's so many voices. Oh my goodness. Again, you're only getting the subtitles for the biggest ones, and it's usually just her internal monologue. There is significantly more the entire game. Bring it.
He's down. Finish it.
Come on.
You won.
Ooh. Come on. Oof. Timing on the parry is a little odd. Where did I come from? More lore.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse.
It's metal as hell.
They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
I mean, I can think of better walls than eyebrows, but, you know, good. That's creative. Good on you, Odin.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything, turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
There's all sorts of puzzles here. Okay, so you need to go to the door first. This one's gonna be intense, I can tell.
The song. Balraven's song. Where's it coming from? It's over here. It's over there. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Which one? Listen, focus, listen, focus. It's magic. It's magic. It's an illusion. She's been in the forest like this before. This reminds her of somewhere.
The forest.
Where? Which forest? The forest in the wilds.
The wilds.
She left Ian. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth. Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd
She'd
be
be
dead.
dead. She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian.
She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian.
But it didn't work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him.
She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too.
She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Let's see it.
Druth helped her.
Okay. How do I get over there, though? Can I jump? Jump. No. That'd be too easy. This one's a little trickier, that's for sure. Oop. It's open now, okay. To make shortcuts so I can do all these puzzles. Oh, so I need the wall to be closed so I can go that way. Alright. Get more of that lore first. Tell me more about unorthodox construction methods.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrificing. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry, and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
What a weird way to learn how to read and write. Okay, so now the wall is sealed again, but the shortcuts I opened are here, so I can go back through and up. We did it! It's gone.
The ravens.
The ravens.
They've gone.
Things have gone.
No,
Half of them have gone. They've gone.
some are still there.
But where? Some are still there.
Val Raven's helping.
No, he's not helping.
It's a trick.
Quiet. I can't think.
Out in the wilds. In the cold winter woods.
Where have they gone?
She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. Almost. But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
Alright, so there's less symbols now, which is what we want, I think. Now we need to get to the other side and do that again. Okay, now that side is open. Alright. Oh, there we go, I think. Right? Yeah. This looks right. Fall on the spikes. Need to get more shortcuts. And go up here.
The ravens. They were gone. No.
There's only 3 left.
There's 3. There's 3. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? She did it. What does it mean?
Looking back, it was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And in the gloom, the smallest hints of shape, sound, or thought grew in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
Did it.
The gate is open. Open. She did it.
I did
There
it.
is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill her. Yet, it will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillian before her time comes?
This reeks of a boss fight. Don't know if this game has any. Find out.
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
There's... Okay, so I need to get all the way up there somehow. A lot of options here. This looks promising then.
Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
So I'm getting the feeling for the puzzles in this. It's not too bad. They're fairly easy, just a little tedious more than anything. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Broken. The gate is open. Open. He didn't.
It's darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
That's some really high quality paint she has on there. It hasn't faded at all.
You too.
It's been raining this whole time.
Where are we? I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does.
The OBS does not like the
You
cutscenes
think
in this
about
at all.
darkness. Make sense of it. And once relief settles in, strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time
We're being pecked at by a bird.
But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
and she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see you! I see you now! You led me to the wilds! You trapped me there!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get him, get him! Uh-oh. Two at once. Apparently I can stop time now or something? I don't quite understand what just happened. Or how I did that. Oh, you get stuck in animations? That's not good.
Defend yourself! Take him down! Focus! Focus now!
She's beating him. She's beating him. She's nearly there.
Come on. Get him, get him!
I never beat you in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time!
Killed a
The
bird.
Mark of Valravn, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
We did it. It's the other way. Is there more lore? Is this where we came from? I can't remember. Yeah, we came from there. For sure gonna be more secrets up here. Maybe? Maybe not? Or did we get this one already? Yeah, we did.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them. Elusive, shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. The trees, the mountains, caves.
Apparently I'm moving too fast because I cut off the dialogue. You can still see it in the subtitles, but
I wonder, can you see the faces too? They're there. If you look for them.
Mother?
faces.
Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you.
Sounds bad.
Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over her. She misses her so much.
This is quite the long run back to get to the other side. I got that one before too, yeah. Hey, it looks different. Don't bring that mess around here. Come on.
She's got her sword. Prepare your go. Attack! You won.
You might have to break his shield or something here. We'll just do that. That worked too.
The gate.
She needs to go back.
She can't.
It won't open.
Why won't it open?
Why won't it open?
There's another challenge.
We have another challenge.
Cert.
I think I'm going to end it here, though. If only because I'm gonna have to watch the footage of this and see how it turned out. I know it's getting some frame drops. I'm really curious if it is picking up the audio, because that is such a massive part of this. I haven't been talking much in this stream just because I'm trying to take it all in. So this, in hindsight, this might have been maybe a terrible streaming game, but I just kind of wanted to see how it turned out and at least put out a little bit of it. And I think I picked the right choice as far as the Raven part. That was pretty neat. This is excellent so far, though. Again, I'm hoping that this is picking up properly on stream, so I'm going to have to watch it here and figure out. And if it is, we'll be continuing this, but if not, I have plenty of other spooky games of a little bit more fantastical scares than this. This is a very kind of psychological fear in terms of hearing all the voices and seeing all of the hallucinations and everything. But if it's not working out, because this ends up being something that you sort of have to experience on your own, we have plenty of games with jump scares and more sort of standard things. So we'll see how it works. Hopefully it turned out good, but I don't know, I'm a little suspicious. But anyway, shorter stream for sure. But again, just wanted to test this one out, see how it goes. Either way, I will be finishing this either on stream or off. We'll figure it out. But anyway, whether you were here live or you watched this VOD, we do hope you enjoy it. We appreciate your viewership. And until next time, have a good one.